So there I am, sitting down doing my annual rewatch of Invincible, and I see a scene that reminds me of something. Mark is fighting Angstrom Levy, and as he gets put through these portals, he goes to one with the superhero Agent Spider and Professor Ock. And I don't know about you, but I've seen these two before. I mean, Kirkman didn't even try to hide it. This is obviously Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus. And I know Kirkman wrote for Marvel Team Up where these two collab. And after watching this scene, I went straight to reading. So we start off with Spider-Man and Doc Ock fighting in a tight alleyway. Coincidentally, the place looks awfully similar to Agent Spider's fighting place. We see a small green portal, and if you watched Invincible, you already know our boy Mark is about to get transported there. Now, Spider-Man is piecing him up. Oh shit. Alright. It's his off day. He stayed up late on the game, the homie Spidey senses are a little off, so he's getting fried by Dr. Ock. All the while Spider-Man just blames luck. And I'm sorry to tell you, this shit ain't luck. But what is luck is the portal going behind him as Dr. Octopus has his weird monologue. Spider-Man pulls the old, "what's behind you?" and Dr. Octopus knows it's the oldest trick in the book. But this time, it's not a trick. Invincible pulls up, accidentally tackling Dr. Octopus, saving Spider-Man. Invincible doesn't know that he's a villain yet and starts apologizing, but Spider-Man informs him that he's a bad guy, thinking Mark is the superhero Nova. And I see the resemblance with the powers, but at the same time, I don't. Also, he says the hair thing is so Gambit, and I didn't notice it until now, but Invincible got his whole fit on. You're not slick, Kirkman. Dr. Octopus comes up punching both of them, and Invincible kind of just says forget about safety and throws him through a building. Then these cops come trying to arrest him, so they dip before they start shooting. Mark carrying Spider-Man like a toddler. I'd be mad as hell. Spider-Man's like, whoa, bro, you can't just be hitting people. But Mark said he hit one of his spider squid arm thingies, so he'll be okay. And then he just starts breaking down. And let's just say Spider-Man is a good listener because Invincible just starts ranting about what's going on in his life. Basically, his mom is in trouble because Angstrom went to alternative versions of himself to find out where he lives and is now putting him through dimensions to weaken him before killing him. And Spider-Man is on timing. He goes, where they at? Let's put the beats on them. But they're in another dimension. And also, Kirkman, you're not slick with the self-promo at the bottom, but I respect the hustle. And at this point, Spider-Man turns into Bro's therapist as Mark explains his entire backstory, and Spider-Man listens to the whole thing and is like, we've really been through the same stuff. My name's Spider-Man, by the way. What? Spider-Man? That lame-ass name? You put no effort into that shit. Spider-Man. Kind of lazy if you ask me. Invincible just starts flaming him, I guess. But Spider-Man says he found it catchy. Not as catchy as Invincible. Damn, Mark, chill. But Invincible offers his help, so Spider-Man takes him to the Avengers Tower to see if anybody spotted him. They get there and Spider-Man explains how this is the who's who of superheroes. If you're any good, then you're on this team. And Invincible, hating again, goes, so you're on this team? Bro, chill. Aunt May pays him a visit and MJ comes as well. Instantly, Mark is like, damn, whose fine shit is this? But Spider-Man's like, that's my wife. And this is low-key foreshadowing Mark and Eve. But then the Avengers pull up behind them and these are not the Avengers I know. This is like the JV squad with a couple vets. But Invincible tries to guess everyone's name. Robot Man, Claw Man, Flag Man, Fabio Man, Batwoman, and Black Man. Invincible is on some timing right now. Captain America goes, who's the random? Long story short, Spider-Man asks where Dr. Octopus might be, and Jarvis says he's at the harbor, and they leave to go there. And the other homie in the back was still thinking about that comment. But they fly over there, and let's just say Dr. Octopus is mad as hell. And I would be too. Look what he did to those teeth. Invincible immediately tackles him, takes him for a swim, and then throws him onto the pavement. And Spider-Man is like, yo, chill, you can't kill him. And while they were talking, Dr. Octopus punches them both. And just look at Mark's face. He's had enough. And he just destroys all his mechanical arms. And I know Kirkman was just giggling while writing this, letting the Invincible end the villain in 2 seconds while Spider-Man was getting beat up in the beginning. Mark tosses that shit behind him. And Spider-Man is like, damn, this guy is good. You sure you don't want to stay and help defeat some more? You know, we got like Sandman or something. But another portal opens and Invincible goes through it as Spider-Man tries to help, immediately saying that was dumb because he could have got trapped. And that was the end of the issue. Pretty good. I wish we could maybe get a spin-off episode of the story with Agent Spider, but I know Sony got locks on that type of stuff and they would probably sue. And we also learned that Invincible could probably solo the entire Marvel universe. But subscribe for more, buy my personally made comics, and follow the gram. Peace.